This is it today. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday to the friends, happy Sunday to those who are listeners, those who are hearers, happy Sunday. With the same of my complaints and my reports. As now this year, you see, today I dey give complaint and as a report, all the way from Abeokuta, where me I dey, you see, with accommodation, and where I dey carry my body sleep. And with this of my complaint, is I want it to be fully to be known and acknowledged to those who are hearers and to those who can give recognitions. It is not to make it difficult for them. So they can have me with what I needed their advice for. So now why me? And they really say, okay, make I carry this thing. Give those who hear me. As I did this ABK like this. And the way they carry me lock for good 3 years. And thinking of okay, to leave this to people when I believe with God. But to leave this with people, geez, know that before I was locked, that I don't know what to do. That I don't know what to do. But to leave this to people another way around, is my coming outside from that lockup. And this is a year, which was 2025, June 6th. That was last year. And this is June 27, which is 27, 27, yes, 29, I think. Today should be, this is 28, rather, 28 to June 28th, 2026, correctly. With what exactly waiting I want carry give people, which is I left it for them. If this as a news is going to them, which is I haven't seen any of the sign. If the instinct it will happen and how it is gone without not seeing any of sign of recognition. So I'm saying this to be yourself, not to overreact or to misconduct. The attentions of people, which is by living the characters, by living the attitude, by living the behaviors of people behind, to see if any of the supports can be rendered from where I was locked for good 3 years. With those who can reason with me, yes, I know how, my fight and with what I was stolen, because these things come with force of stealing. What my personality, what my struggle, with this condition, with this accommodation where am I, it is not out of my taste exactly to what I am directing to. So I won't make those who they hear like this now. So to fully understand my complaints and reports. Not that I'm going left and right without not making it distinct, which is I need their advice, which is your comment. And before now and earlier I said not to misconduct, not to overreact, because I know how so I'll be giving warning, even though I'm giving you warning with lectures about a video you see me no appearance, which is I believe I can't even see where this reposting of this video can get you. So I will need an advice, not to misconduct, not to overreact, overdo. And it's the reason why I'm giving this presentation to Nigerian people and I believe to the worldwide in posting, which is extraordinary. Now, my living this again is to let it to people just to hear from the comment how is it possible for what has been stolen should be protected. But what has been given as a brain that has its physical appearance, location, community should be protected. Question. Now why I do this video? See, make I hear from how impossibility it can work. Which is I know where my complaints and reports are into. Which is the group forms where we have the nations. It contains different tribes. We have the Hausa, we have the Igbo, we have the Fulani, we have the Yoruba. It is today, the 28th of June, 2026, in Nigeria, from the states, Western region, Ogun, Abeokuta, who are mine at the moment. In the month of June 28th, 2026, correctly, it is today, which is the 1 year now of my release from the lockup 3 years I was locked from. It is so slavely. I know how my eyes and my mouth and my ears, to give explanation, my experience. This is about because I know how my personality it is today. Which is it for possible for me to forget what has been stolen and what fights and allegation that be put on me before I was locked when they are not government, when even the court of law is not involved, just as in group of hooligans. Those who are hooligans to say because this is hooligans. If you have my voice, please consider and reason with what it is I'm saying. It's what my complaint report, which is I know how my profession, I know how my schools, the graduate, which is undertaking with this accommodation later than given, which is I have early proved, and I believe those who are following with my profile you can check on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, with what it is I'm complaining of, with what proof, which is this is not my first of on earth to say on the video, which complain and report, with what restrictions, which is to make amendment of what it is not going rightfully. Now, you've been thinking behind, which is this goes to my complaint and report. With groups, just got me to pack all huge of things from the house. Which is, I can't just make use of a word of mouth to say presently these are the things. Then briefly the way it is given, which is I want to do it in the way of what has happened, which is my 3 days ago. No love is being shown, not even as parents to show, not even as wife, not even as children, not even as uncle. Because as a last born am I know my position in family. George Williams, Musa Muhammad, is the last born of mine. Which is, I know how my bed. And with these conditions today, who can have me in consideration? To considerate, not to underrate myself. Think with passion now, which is I need your advice, talks. And I believe this is not even getting in touch with the government, who are law enforcement, who are defenders, who are security officers. Because I'm seeing insecurity life, tormenting, insecurity life, underrating. When I know this is not a word of mouth to say insecurity, but to make it secure, it is financially aspect. Which is I know our personality today as a young fellow, as a youth of mine, not to even to say a cold warrior partners sake for when you is not even present, but you're absent. Who are the people who ask? I said, this goes to me for those who are listening. I believe with your contributions, the advice, which is, I'm making this video because I want to be left it to hear from, not to misconduct, not to overdo, not to overreact. Because I know how killings, even some who attack the offices, not to talk of my house. Before this house, where am I today? Since last year, and this is June 28, 2026 of this century that we're here today. Which is, I want to make it conclusions of understandable, not to underrate my words, but your advice, but not as the way I have let it be people, which is I do not see any of the results to say. With the way I'm making this short video to make door and eyes and ears and mouth to speak to me. Just wait, no, I'll be wanting. Shortly, I can say exactly what time and which is I need advice. And not to let it behind to people all alone. With my actions, I know how to go for. But this is prepared to hear from the Nigerians and to the worldwide people. Jeez, I can't even say, should I make it restricted not to to go to various or trend what it is I'm saying about. I've been wanting my items back, my instrumental, my business decorations, my life back, which is the way it's being packed away from the house. I want it in return, which is with the location and the community, I believe. And I really appreciate my friends who are